away, or I'll go and grab a sandwich from the petrol station. But with Slice and Dice, you can do all your food prep yourself, and it's so much quicker and easier than doing it all by hand with a chopping board and a knife, because Slice and Dice takes all the effort out of it for you. And all I'm doing is popping the food onto that slicing screen and just close the lid, and it does the slicing and dicing for you. Now, it comes with a variety of different inserts, these cutting inserts, very easy to change. I've got some ham, that could be feta cheese, anything you want.
So even soft foods?
Yeah.
Well, you've already done the tomatoes,
absolutely. So this is ideal for your soft foods. And having done that, all I'm going to do, I've given it a little shake, so it tosses the salad for you, Debbie. And now, there is our lovely fresh ham salad. And if you think about it, compared to one you might buy at the supermarket, which might have been in a plastic packet for a couple of days, this 30 seconds ago was whole tomatoes, cucumbers. Now you've got that beautiful fresh salad.
And it smells so fresh.
Doesn't it smell good? And
I wish you could smell it, because it's great.
Lovely little bit of salad dressing, little sprinkling of sunflower seeds. That is a really healthy bowl of goodness.
Really good.
Now, it's not just about salads, though, because obviously, depending on the time of year, you want to do other cooking as well. And it'll help with your veg prep. Now, I'm going to use a different insert this time for onions. Now, onions are one of those things that are really time-consuming to chop up by hand. But with the Slice and Dice, I can just pop them straight through in moments. Now, as you saw there, if you get one that's a little bit trickier, just open the lid and close it again, and let the Slice and Dice do the work for you. So just close it smartly, having popped your onion slices on there. And all we do is give it a shake, and this will mean that you can actually get that sort of professional quality that you've never achieved with a knife.
Mine are always different shapes and sizes, and it doesn't look very good at all, you know.
Well, look at this. How fine is that? Look, and that'll cook really evenly, and it means that you don't end up with hands that whiff of onion all day.
And so you're not crying.
And you're not crying, exactly. It's no tears with Slice and Dice.
No, and it's so easy to do. 0800 200 6666 is our call centre here, if you'd like to place that order. They take something like 500 orders every single day, or musthaveideas.tv. That's the website, of course. 600 355 for Slice and Dice, and it's £18.99.
And with Slice and Dice, you get everything you need for all your fruit and veg, your fresh food prep, because it comes with 5 slicing and dicing inserts. It'll slice and dice and grate and cube and julienne. Everything that you're using is dishwasher safe, so the cleanup is dead easy. And you don't need any knife skills. You don't need an enormous amount of strength or dexterity in your wrist. It's so easy to use. Now, everything stores away inside the Slice and Dice, so when you've finished, it'll go in the dishwasher, and then it's all packed up ready for next time. And there's even a little Stay Fresh lid. So if you wanted to prep in advance, you could do that the night before, pop the Stay Fresh lid on and put it all in the fridge, perfectly safe in the fridge, and then you're ready to go when you get back from a busy day. It's all done. It is something that once you've used it, you'll think, I'm not going back to a knife. This is so much easier.
You know, you asked me if Paul cooks, my husband Paul cooks, and he doesn't, but he does make fruit salad.
Does he?
And it's such a performance. It takes him hours and hours and hours. I think he'd really like this.
Oh, he'd love this, because I'm making a fruit salad in moments, which will make Paul jealous, because this is so easy. So fresh whole fruit, and I have to say, when you buy them from the supermarket, even on the day that you go in and buy them supposedly fresh, I always think they look a bit tired.
Yes, and they can start to go a bit juicy in a bad way.
Yes.
And start to fizz a little bit, can't they?
And they can be quite expensive, because when you think of what you're getting, you're not getting a great deal for your £2 or £3
Sometimes you get
that you might spend.
about 4 in a packet, don't you?
It does look
It's
not great
sad,
value.
really.
Now, this is just beautiful. So what a fresh fruit salad. You know, strawberries, melon, kiwi fruit. You can obviously ring the changes as well. If there's something you really don't like, then you can leave it out. It's something you adore, you can put more of it in. Everything else is dishwasher safe, all the fittings, so it's really easy to live with.
Great colour as well,
yeah,
isn't it?
Looks
that
really
line
nice,
looks really
nicely
special.
pops. Now, this is everything you get, and as I said earlier, it all goes together very neatly for storage, so you can store it in a drawer or a cupboard. You lift up the cutting lid, and you've got the cutting surface there, and these inserts. Now, all of these cutting inserts fit into place very easily into the cutting top, so they're very easy to interchange. Don't touch the blades; they're nice and sharp.
Okay,
That's the really
keep your
important
fingers
thing.
away.
Now, that's the one that I use to do our first salad. Okay, so that's our coarse dicing, as it were. Then we've got the fine dicing one, which is the one I use for the onion.
Yeah.
I've got the soft food slicer. So that's ideal for things like our fruit salad or something like that, which is ideal.
Yeah, well, tomatoes, did you do
Tomatoes would be perfect
mozzarella,
for that.
say?
You've got a mandolin or a slicing one, which is really good for doing things like potato chips or dauphinoise or something like that. You've got the grating insert, so for cheese or anything something like that, if you want to do celeriac. You've also got the little food pusher. So when you're using the mandolin slicer, you can use that just to get the last little bit of food through. You've got a cleaning tool, which helps you just get any little bits out of the top of the slice and dice. And when you've finished, remember, everything goes back inside. And if you need to, if you want to prep in advance, you can unclip the lid and just put the Stay Fresh top in instead. So everything is ready in the morning. All dishwasher safe.
Really professional results. I'm always ashamed of my chopping up, I have to say. 0800 200 6666 is that phone number, free phone number to our UK call centre. Musthaveideas.tv is our website as well. And the item number here is 600 355 and that price is £18.99.
And Slice and Dice comes with everything you need because you've got all of those 5 inserts, so it'll slice and dice and grate and julienne, and it'll also cube. You can use it for all your fresh fruit and veg prep, and it means you don't need any skill, you don't need any great strength, but the Slice and Dice does all the work for you. It'll speed up your food prep. It'll mean you can actually eat fresher food, and it'll save you money, I think, because instead of having to buy chopped onion and fruit salads
Because you
and all
do
those,
that, it starts to make you lazy, doesn't it?
yeah, and also they get very sad very quickly. Within a day, something like chopped onion or fruit salad is really sad, but Slice and Dice means fresh food fast.
That's what we like.
So we're going to make coleslaw, and that's one of my favourites. So I'm using the grating insert first of all, and all you do, just slide the grating food over here. So it could be celeriac, it could be beetroot, it could be carrot, it could be cheese, and everything's gathered together in the base. Now what I'm going to do is take that out, so just use the little finger hole, and we're going to pop the slicing blade in. Now the slicing blade and the grater will only fit in one way, so you can't get it the wrong
They
way.
click really easily,
and I'm going to start off with coleslaw cabbage. Now I'm using red cabbage, which I quite like for coleslaw.
Love red
A
cabbage.
little bit different, just gives it a nice sort of designery feel.
Yes.
So just slide that. It's a lovely sharp blade. So if you want to just make sure that you get the food neatly on there, and then when you get to the end of the piece, something like the onion, don't worry because your fingers are well out of the way, because what you can do is you can use the food holder to make sure you don't have any waste at all.
Every last little bit,
Every
can't you?
last little bit. And if I give that a little shake, we have got the most lovely fresh coleslaw in just a few moments with my beetroot, or rather red cabbage, onion, little bit of nice carrot on there too. And all I'm going to do is just put a little dressing,
There we go.
that creamy
Voila.
dressing, homemade coleslaw with the Slice and Dice.
Well, Mrs. Cookland left us a great review on this one. Item arrived on time and does all the job it says on the tin. Excellent piece of kit for my kitchen, making food prep so much easier and quicker. Well, if you want to be like Mrs. Cookland, you can. 0800 200 6666 is the phone number. Musthaveideas.tv. 600 355 is that item number, and the price for all of that is just £18.99. We'll get it to you in 2 days. And staying with me in the kitchen is Simon. Simon, what have we got next?
Well, next up, we're going to look at that situation where you've got a chopping board full of peelings and stuff when you'd be preparing tea, and then you walk across to the bin, they all blow off all over the kitchen floor. Well, no longer, because with Tidy Top, it hooks over the door or the drawer front where you're working. You just scoop all of that waste straight into it.
The Tidy Top is 227433. It's £8.99, and we can get this to you in 2 working days. You can order, of course, on the phone on 0800 200 6666 or musthaveideas.tv. So, Simon, go.
So, Tidy Top. Now, Tidy Top is a really clever idea because this is a waste tidy system that hooks onto your door or drawer front of the kitchen. And when you need it, it's just where you need it. You can move it around the kitchen with wherever you're working. You can use it, therefore, to tidy up. You don't have to carry your waste to the bin.
Fab,
You
yeah.
don't have to pick up the worktop and off with your chopping board with bits dropping all over the floor, which always happens. It's just where you need it when you need it. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I've popped it where my chopping board's going to be. Maybe this is where I always work when I'm prepping the veg. Just pop your hand inside, pull the handle at the bottom, and it pops open.
Very
it's got
satisfying snap.
Yeah,
that,
it's got
isn't
a little rubber sort of section which just pops into place. Now, whenever you need to get rid of what's on your chopping board, you're not wandering around the kitchen. It comes with a scraper.
Oh, you get that with?
You get that with it, and all you do, you just scrape everything straight into your Tidy Top. Now, what you notice is that you're not going to have any problems with this running down the side of the bin like you do normally. It's all completely sealed, so there's no escape of things falling through. When you've finished, you just take it straight off, empty it at your main bin, and then give it a wash, hot soapy water, and you're ready for next.
This is one of the reasons why I'm so untidy in the kitchen. It's because the bin is so far away from where I chop up. Fantastic. If you'd like to get this, you can. It's 227 433 899. Not a lot of money, is it? 0800 200 6666 or order online at musthaveideas.tv.
And you know, as you say, it's going to really change the way you cook, because Tidy Top just fits onto a drawer or a cupboard in your kitchen, and you can move it wherever you want to work, because it's not screwed to the door. It's not a permanent fixing, so you can move around the kitchen with you. And when you're done, you just empty it at the main bin and then pop it back onto the door or drawer front. It comes with the scraper, Debbie, so that you're ready to go. And it is a really clever little system, because I've got to say, so many of us end up with more work to do because we've dropped bits on the floor. You know, the tomatoes dribble all over the floor when you're carrying it. But this way, everything goes into the Tidy Top, and then when you finish, as you can see, it pops down into position, so it's very neat and unobtrusive. You can leave it where you work, generally, if you want to.
And would you just wipe it clean?
You can wipe it clean, or you just wash it in hot soapy water. Now, I was just using it there to chop some vegetables up, but actually, it's also brilliant near the sink or by the dishwasher. Because when you think about it, you arrive there with all these dirty plates with leftovers. You've got to then go to the bin and back to the dishwasher.
Oh, yeah, it's a
this way
nightmare.
with Tidy Top, pop it open, and you can scrape everything straight into your Tidy Top without having to travel across the kitchen. So instead of all that mess all over the floor, instead of all those bits and pieces, you can do, actually the mess is where you want to produce it. It's just straight into the Tidy Top. And look at that.
Such an easy access, isn't it?
Yeah,
You've got
there's
that.
lots of space when
and
it's open.
It doesn't matter if there's a sauce in there, because it's going to hold all those liquids as well.
It's completely sealed on the base, absolutely. Now, I've been using them obviously on the cupboard drawer front. You can use them either on the door or the drawer. So if I open this drawer, you can see that it clips over the side of the drawer. Now, it's not screwed to your kitchen, so there's no permanent damage, and you can move it to suit you. So if, you know, the light's good in one particular place for chopping, pop it there. Pop it by the sink when you're using the dishwasher. Take it to wherever you need it with the Tidy Top.
Or take it off completely and put it in the drawer till you do need it.
Until you do need it. I've popped one on a cupboard there as well. Just as convenient. But when you want to use it, all you do, use the handle at the bottom and just pop it open with your hand. Remember, it comes with the scraper. So I mean, the breadboard makes a lot of mess.